Hey guys, this is Krissy from the Venus Moon. Thanks for tuning into my podcast where I'll be interviewing local spiritual practitioners, pulling tarot, talking crystals, and much more. Please check out the Venus Moon homepage for all my social media links. Hey guys!
Hi.
Welcome to the Venus Moon Live Show. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. If you're here, say hi. I'm so excited to see you guys tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Or if you aren't watching the live and you're listening to the podcast afterwards, or you're watching the replay, there's no red live over Diana's head. Still watch or listen along because you never know what you're going to hear tonight, what message you're meant to hear. Maybe you're going to fall in love with Diana like the rest of us have already. So I'm so excited for you guys to meet her. She is a badass powerhouse. Her channel is gorgeous and you guys are going to love her. So make sure you say hey. With this show, it's really fun. If this is your first time watching, we do free readings. She's got her tarot decks plus some other cool things. I'll have her tell you about that in a minute. Since she brought her tarot deck, I was like, let me try a different deck tonight too. So I have my Sacred Destiny. I'm going to scooch a little closer because we're both kind of hanging off. But I have some fun decks too. So we're going to pull some cards. We could fit about like 6 to 8 readings in. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're good. And then at the end, we're going to pick a winner of an awesome prize that Diana put together. And the way that you win the prize is you share the video and you comment that you shared, and we will put your name in this awesome little magical fishbowl. The right person will get called. So if you guys want to get started, and we see all you guys tuning in. Hello, Margie, Samantha, Chris, Ellen, Cindy. Hello, guys. Yay. Thank you. I hope you're all having an awesome, what is it? Thursday, right?
Thursday.
I'm exhausted. We had the gem show yesterday, so my body is aching all over. My brain is a little scrambled, but it's good. We're going. And if you guys are having fun on this show, stay tuned because at 9:30, once we sign off, I'm gonna do a second live. We're gonna double live it tonight, and we're gonna show you some of the gem show haul. So make sure hang in for that if you can. But go ahead, you guys, start sharing the video. Comment when you do share it. Just comment shared, and I'll put your names on here. Actually, pass me the basket real quick. I'll let them take a look. A little sneak peek. I'm not going to show you everything yet, but she picked out some good stuff. Actually, there's one more thing that's not in there. We'll show you at the end. But yay. So I see you sharing. I'm going to actually pass it over to Diana to introduce herself. Why don't you tell them a little bit how you got into this world, a little bit about what you do. Let the people get to know you.
Hi, my name's Diana, Souljourn Musings. I've been reading tarot for approximately 30 years. My whole life I've been studying esoteric matters and just trying to figure out who I was, why I'm the way I am, having intuitions, and I call them the knowings and vibes, even as a child. And, growing up, I didn't have the internet. There wasn't really anything in the bookstores. It wasn't until later on that I would read about something and go, oh, that's what that's called, and then I discovered tarot. Was so drawn to it. Also studying astrology at the same time, and other studies, and realizing, the symbolism, plus the natural gifts. And when I do my readings, it's a combination of my studies, the literal meanings of the cards, the symbols, the numbers, the colors, the patterns. Mm-hmm. And I'm also a channel for spirit to come through and guide me. And this is a passion of mine, and it's a joy to do readings for people and help them have clarity, guidance. And throughout this journey, I have met so many amazing, wonderful people, including yourself. And here we are.
Yay, my honor.
Yeah, I remember I went to your tarot class before this warehouse was.
Wow, you went to the original tarot class.
Yeah,
It's evolved since then. Yeah. So, but you're really like self-taught, huh? Since
yes, everything's self.
And how old were you when you were like first kind of like interested? Because that had to be very young.
Well, I mean, even as a child, I've had knowings and intuitions and dreams.
Right.
I came across a tarot deck in an old bookstore in Mullica Hill, a used bookstore that I used to love going to.
So was it a used deck?
Yeah, it was a used deck.
Oh, I just got goosebumps.
A used book. I would go back and look at it, put it on the shelf, and finally I bought them. And then tarot decks would just show up, you know.
Wow. And they found you.
Yeah. And you know how it is. You can't buy just one.
No,
so
ain't that the truth?
Yeah. So it's just been so many years. I mean, it was in my early 30s when I got my first deck. And I'm going to be 60 in June. So there you go.
I never would have guessed that. Oh my God, girl.
Yeah.
I love it. That's pretty
Mom,
awesome.
grandma, and like I was sharing with my some of my grandchildren had natural gifts, and my granddaughter Daphne, we've been working together. They've come here to your warehouse with the crystals.
Your family is so magical for sure. So it really is in like your lineage too.
Yeah,
so you have it above and below.
Yeah. I don't know exactly where. I believe my father's side. Just knowing my father and different relatives. There's they may not have understood it or tapped into it. I believe just coming to America, we lose a lot of the old ways.
Right.
And so I've been rediscovering the old ways. And, part of that is my Germanic and Norse ancestry.
I love that you pull that in.
Yeah, and tapping into that. And that's when I also do runes.
Yeah, tell them a little about the other modalities you work with. So cool.
There's runes here that...
would you mind if I hold it up close while you talk about it?
Sure, there's a couple different runes in there. The one's from the elder tree, and the other ones are... I forget the name of the crystal, but they're green.
Green aventurine, it looks like.
Aventurine, yeah. I actually got them from Turtle Moon Forge.
Love it.
Yeah, and they're just, it's an alphabet, basically. Odin made the runes, gave us the runes, and studying that is like coming home.
Wow.
Yeah, it's symbiotic. I don't know how to explain it.
I can imagine it was pretty natural for you to pick up.
Yeah. It was just like, oh, okay. So yeah, I do a little bit of that too, and tie it all together. Again, the symbolism, a lot of symbolism.
That's awesome. And do you do any other like Reiki, any of those things, or more just into the reading?
I'm actually attuned to level 2 Reiki.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I actually the first level, the 1 Reiki, I was attuned. Around the time that I bought that tarot deck, because everything kind of opened up during that time. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. And it was a Lakota shaman priestess. She was from a reservation in Dakotas. She came to South Jersey, of all places, at this little trading post in Bridgeton. And I kept running by that building, and I was drawn to it, and I went in, and she was there, and she had Reiki. I'm like, Reiki? No one knew what Reiki was back then.
Seriously.
I mean, I think AOL was just starting to happen.
You were ahead of your time.
Yeah. And she did an attunement, and it helped me get out of some situations, and my life changed. And, that definitely helped accelerate where I'm at now. Mm-hmm. And then I got attuned about 6 years ago to level 2. And I was doing that for a little while, going to Reiki circles, and then COVID happened, and that's when I really was focusing big time on the tarot, because you're home, and I get the books out and the cards, and honed my gifts, so to speak.
For sure, fine tuning it, right?
Yeah, fine tuning.
That's awesome, and I'm
absolutely.
So excited to get to do readings with you today.
I know, right?
I can't wait to see how the messages flow and our channels connect in. And I don't often have another tarot reader on. Usually people read the oracles or different modalities. So I'm so excited to have another tarot reader.
Thank you. And I appreciate you saying that, because I'm realizing I need a tarot reader to read cards. And then they bring an oracle. And I'm like, there's nothing wrong with oracle. And I actually, the lady that comes here, what's her name? Destiny Tarot?
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to connect with her because she actually does tarot
Yes.
readings.
Awesome.
You know, I can do my own readings, but it's not the same. You know, you want somebody else to know.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely a much more specific message, I feel like, when you pull the tarot cards. I mean, the cards that I'm pulling are great too, but they are more like to sum up the message.
Yeah.
That one you can get the details.
You get the detail.
You can get the calls out. I love it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I see you all saying, hey back. Thank you so much. If you didn't hear yet, share this video and comment that you shared, because we have a really awesome prize to give away at the end. You have to be here when we pick the winner, but we're only on for an hour, so just hang till 9 p.m. and you have a great chance of winning. There's only a few names in the bowl so far, so share, comment that you shared to get your name in. And what's the difference between Oracle and Tarot? Do you want to explain it?
Well, if you pick up an Oracle card, you'll see an image and a blurb, a paragraph. Some might go a page about that specific image, the interpretation of the person that created the Oracle card. Tarot is more detailed. There are major arcana and minor arcana. There are 52, I believe.
Yeah,
and then
it's the four suits, like a regular deck of cards.
Broken. You have your majors and then your four suits.
The tarot is like a very specific structure.
Yeah.
That there can be tons of tarot decks, but they all follow that structure of like this many cards. These are the suits. These are the archetypes in it. Where Oracle is just kind of up to the artist's interpretation.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
They could just make it whatever, like a Garfield Oracle, where it's like, I'm sleepy. Yeah. Get some more rest. I need lasagna. Make sure you're eating healthy. You know, like that can just kind of be whatever. And they're usually more gentle. Like the one I'm using today is called Sacred Destiny. And everyone in this deck has a landscape on it. Here's a message for everyone. The change card. But it's just got like a pretty picture, one word, and then the book tells you a little bit about like what the image is and why they recommend it and kind of like an affirmation to go along with it. I also have another oracle, the spirit messages. If we did want to call in anyone's spirit team, but this one's cool because they all have a message from the spirit, like a different spirit team members. See, Scott needed that Garfield message about lasagna. You're funny. So,
and here is a Rider-Waite tarot deck, which is my basic working deck. It's my first love, Rider-Waite.
Mine too. You guys know.
It has a long history. And like as an example, here's the Queen of Wands.
I love it.
Now, wands are fire. It's growth. You know, you have your four suits. Your four elements are represented. Pentacles is earth. Wands are fire. Swords are air. And cups are water, which is love, emotion. So, you know, and then each card has different meanings and there's the numbers and it just goes more detailed.
Tarot takes a little bit more to understand and, you know, a little bit more to learn, where Oracle, anyone can buy an Oracle deck, like kids can buy it and pull a card. It's pretty easy. And I like that the Queen came through too, because someone's got that Queen in spirit, wanted to say, hey, they're probably going to get you through for one of the first few messages.
Yeah, I'm thinking, well, and that's fire energy. That's Leo. Yeah. That's a woman of action.
Funky Queen coming in.
Growth.
Awesome. So guys, keep on sharing, but I'm going to take a break from writing your names down, because if you're ready to pull the first number?
Okay.
All right. So guys, the way that the readings are going to work is we are going to pull a code, and the first one on our end to pull the code. So everyone's going to look first on your own phones and computers, but we're going to trust the lag and trust the spirit team of who comes through first on our end. And we're going to do a double message, one from Diana, at least one card from me, and we'll let it flow. So before we pick a code, why don't we all send Diana some hearts, thumbs up, some good emojis, good vibes. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
so
having
super
me.
Exciting. And go ahead and pull. I got you, Kim. Thanks for sharing and tuning in. Wow. Nice. I love it.
I love it.
So the first code of the night is vibes.
I'm going to share this real quick with my other
good vibes.
Good vibration.
The vibes dropped out of my fingers, but you know, vibes.
Good vibes.
So go ahead and type it. Not 5. Kim Pedrick, you got it. I know. I was like, that's going to be a hard word to say clearly. Yay, Kim. Awesome. I'm so excited to pull a card for you. So, and if you're watching along, even if your name doesn't get called tonight, or even if you're watching the replay and you need a message, go ahead and breathe in along, meditate along with us. I mean, if you're driving, don't go into full meditation, but, take a few deep breaths, maybe think of your question and be open to the messages that come through because it might resonate for you just as much as whatever comes out for the person we're pulling for.
Oh, I got two of my daughters here. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Sheree.
Hi, guys.
Thanks.
All right, and keep hanging in, guys, because we have plenty more readings, so come. Yeah, go ahead. We're going to connect in with Kim Patrick.
Was there a question or just...
And Kim, do you have a specific question or just kind of want to go with the flow? Scott, don't meditate while you're driving.
Oh, I got the Knight of Cups.
Would you mind if I hold that close for her to see while you talk?
Sure. So the Knight of Cups, that's like a message of love. It's a young man bearing a gift of love. I'm not sure. This is someone that takes their time. It's very smooth, flows, water flows. And this is a new offer, so maybe you're going to meet somebody new.
With the Knight too, it's all about taking action, and I feel like that that's the night of relationships, of emotional fulfillment. So really, like the main focus for right now is expressing that love and filling your cup up and taking some action as far as the relationship and whatever's going to fill your cup. So connecting with your boys and maybe thinking outside of the box a little bit, but it's like she said, it's more of like a methodical, slow and steady, not like being impulsive, not rushing in. That water connection is important.
Right. And I also say it's like a first step. And also what I'm getting is that it's okay if you make the first move. There's that first step.
So maybe it's time for you to plan some fun date nights.
Yeah.
I love it. Another thing with the cups I always like to throw out there too is it's about letting that energy really flow as far as our intuition, our creativity, that love, any of those like flowy energies. So being open to that. Chris is working with you this week. I love that. So her son is going to work with her. So there you go. That's like a whole nother connection to take initiative on.
So it's a new step for him too. A new beginning.
Hi, Sherry.
So I'm blanking. I'm sorry.
Here, it's okay. Well, we can pull one from here.
Let's do a different one.
MC might have been just meant for one, and that's just
I feel like,
So let's see what the Sacred Destiny deck wants to add. Whoa, it's the same card. So that was meant for you.
Oh.
Trust the change that's going on, right? Can't avoid it. So, and again, this message is probably for everybody right now. So I'm going to read a little bit from the book for this card too, just so you can understand what the message is. But, change is the only constant in life, is that nothing's going to stay the same. So the card is called Dancing Clouds. I'm going to hold it up while I talk too. See if you can see it. Throughout time, people have looked to the heavens for signs, and in the ever-changing movement of the clouds, they have seen shapes and forms that seem to be direct messages from the Creator. Clouds are shapeshifters. Their essence is the same, but they can change from mist to rain, to ice to snow to water. The transient nature of clouds lends the understanding that life is transitory and ever-changing. So this card wants you to know that it's okay to change. It's all right to change directions. You do not need to be consistent. This is the time to put the needs and expectations of others aside and listen to the beat of your own drum. You don't need to follow tradition. Create your own traditions. You're free to express yourself and let your spirit fly. Be daring, go beyond predictable behavior. Just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean that it needs to continue to be done that way. You can't control the exact circumstances of your life, but you can control what meaning you give to them. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to be carefree, wild, and unpredictable. So really trust, if there is something in your life that you are questioning, like, should I stay or should I go? Do I need to switch something up? This is the time. And even like with Chris coming in, that he might want to change some things around. And sometimes we want to keep things the way they are, but be open to any ideas and fresh perspectives that might come through. Just kind of go with the flow.
And to add to that, the card that I hesitated on, I'm bringing up, it's the devil. And people go, oh no, the devil. But what you have to understand is if you see these people have chains around them, but the chains are loose. And basically what that's saying is going along with what you were just reading. We do our own self-imposed, we hold ourselves back. You know, these people have the power to take the chains off and free themselves and move forward. And sometimes because out of fear or just being in a comfort zone. And again, that goes back to the Knight of Cups with the first step. It's time to take that step. That's what I'm getting, totally. Take the chains off, whatever's holding you back, release it, and move forward. Absolutely.
I love it. She says, I do hold myself back. I'm trying to break free.
Nice.
So this is your reminder, your permission. You know, if you feel yourself getting in your own way, acknowledge it. You know, and that'll help you make the changes that you need. Awesome. Well, thank you, Kim. I hope that resonated with you. And I'm excited for whatever these next steps are that are coming. And the change, trust that is validating that the change is going to be exactly what's needed and good things are coming from it.
Yeah, I got the word trust just as you said it.
I love it. You're going to pull a room too?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, hold on, Kim. We're going to pull a room.
Do a room.
I want to see.
I just saw it. Okay, so on Zeus.
Do you mind if I hold that closer?
Sure, I know it's hard to see. And I mean, on Zeus is using your mind, tapping into your thoughts, trusting your thoughts, trusting that what you're doing, like don't second doubt, you know what I mean? Don't doubt yourself because the thoughts are there and they're okay and you're supposed to step forward with it even if you are afraid. To put the thoughts in that action. Thoughts becomes words, words become things.
Awesome message. So hold on to that, Kim, and I hope that helps you going forward. Lots of love to you. And anyone else that's just tuning in, make sure you share the video, a comment that you shared. Pass me that basket again. I'll keep it by me so I don't have to keep making you pass it.
Get my workout.
Right. Get those arm muscles. Look, you can kind of see a little sneak peek. There's a sphere holder or a charm dish, angel wings, a palm stone, some incesses on top, and lots more good things, plus a little goodie bag off to the side that we're going to show you a little bit later. So I got you, Tanya, everyone else. And feel free if you have any favorite groups that you like, any friends that need a reading, go ahead and tag them, share around. I cannot wait to show you all the goodies in there. So with that being said, I got you, Elizabeth. Ready to do another one?
Sure.
All right, go ahead and pick another. Yay, Sherry, thank you.
Oh, Venus.
Love
there
it.
You go.
Venus.
Yeah, vibes and Venus. Venus vibes.
Love it, the Venus.
And this place is vibing like right now, like you wouldn't believe it. I walk in and she's got all this new haul from the gem show in the back room.
It's a little chaotic in here. Stay tuned for the next part 2 of the lives.
But the energy's amazing.
All right. Cindy Rickard, you came in. Awesome. So Cindy, let us know if you have a specific question or just want to go with the flow. Oh,
Hi, Ann.
Yay. Hey, Tamara. Just go with the flow. Love it.
Was there a specific question?
Nope. Just going with the flow.
Well, as I was saying, 2 cards actually came out.
We
got the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Money.
I love it. That's a good
abundance.
message.
I mean, just a lot of abundance. Maybe a new venture. I don't know if you're contemplating a new job or a new business, a business idea. Whatever it is that you're going to be doing is going to be bountiful. Definitely.
She said, "Oh, MG, yes." Yay.
And there's also a celebration, you know, a gathering. I just see nothing but good here. Just so much abundance.
Do you mind if I hold those close for her to kind of see?
Sure.
Interesting too, because in the suits, like we were talking about how the tarot is broken down, and you got the 1 and the 10, like the first card and the last card. So it kind of talks about the whole journey. Like you you got where you need to go, and now it's time to start a whole new journey as far as bringing in like the structure and security. So you got that One of Pentacles, the good stuff is in your hands, and then that 10 of Pentacles. See, it's like the happy family. There's kids dancing. There's the dogs. There's rain and money. So trust that it's
full
coming.
circle, right? With the number 10100101. I mean, there's no ending. It's just infinite. And yeah, it's a continuous fertility, abundance, and that doesn't necessarily mean pregnant. I mean,
Right, just something is brewing up right now for you.
But I also chariot a journey. Whether it's a literal journey or a part of the journey that you're going to go on to get to this point, but it's all very, very positive.
Yes.
And there is definite movement, lots of movement here.
And the Chariot's telling you just keep charging forward.
Yeah.
No matter what obstacles come, just trust, like keep the vision, keep moving, pay attention because you're going in the right direction for sure. Awesome. And see, pay attention to those ones and zeros. What is that? Like, is that binary code?
Yeah, binary.
I'm seeing like, the Matrix, like how it's like the ones and the zeros.
It's like you're here and you're not here. And you're here and you're not here.
You're going to be seeing those messages. Like if people see 1111, but you're going to be seeing a mix up of like 1010, 1111, 1001. Though that's like binary code coming to you. Your angel team is talking to you in those codes.
Absolutely.
And saying like,
that's a code.
Trust it. You're on the right path. So if you can learn binary code, you might learn what all the, like, write it down. Okay. 1101001111. Like they're giving you a message.
I had a friend, we would talk about this a lot, like with the 0 and the 1. When you're at the 0, when you're at the 1. If you're the 1, are you here? And when you're 0, are you in another, stepping over into another timeline or who knows?
Right. Interesting.
Like the Matrix kind of stuff. We'll find out one day.
Right, I'm sure. So let's see what the Sacred Destiny deck wants to tell you. It gave you the Wisdom card. You got a mermaid on there, diving deep. Some little fishies down there. And let me tell you a little bit about wisdom. I think it's going right back to that trusting too, that inner wisdom. Like you follow your gut, follow your heart. So this says it's the depths of the sea. The surface of the sea can be choppy and turbulent, but when we sink down into the depths, our surroundings are completely different. Often there's a stillness below. In other cases, the surface of the sea might be placid, yet down in the liquid blue are a myriad of creatures and a variety of seaweeds. A vast community of creatures are eating, mating, giving birth, and dying. What we see on the surface has very little to do with what is occurring below. I'm going to keep you in suspense because if I don't unlock my daughter's phone, she's not going to stop calling me, and that's right by the mic. So hold on a second for the meaning of that. Oh, Gabby. Okay, hopefully that stopped. All right, so this card wants you to know things are not as they seem. Look beneath the surface in your life. For example, you might feel that you aren't making progress on a particular project, yet beneath the surface, things are happening. Or you might be going through a stormy cycle. This card is letting you know that even though the surface of your life might be a bit rocky or wobbly, in a deeper place, all is well and serenity and peace are emerging. Things that may seem challenging will later be revealed to have been beneficial. So really trust this journey that you're on, because every little step you make, every little obstacle, challenge, it's all part of getting to that money raining down in that number 10.
Well, and also Pentacles are earth. And you're talking about getting down below the surface, down in the roots, down into the earth.
Right, go within, do maybe even some like shadow work, journaling,
work.
whatever.
Do the work. Yeah, that's
out.
what I was thinking. Do the work. I couldn't get the word out.
That's exciting. So yeah, just trust that there might be turbulence at times, but underneath, it's all playing out how it has
good
to.
Grounding. You might want to go ground.
Yeah, with all those pentacles for sure. If
definitely.
You can get some time out in nature, go hug a tree, go garden, go to the beach, whatever. But nature is going to be really good for you right now to pull you back. And we're still in Taurus season, I think, right? Yeah. We didn't shift to Gemini yet. So Taurus is all about grounding and that earthy vibe.
Well, and one more thing, as you were saying, now that both the images on there are the gardens, there's roses and plants growing. So I would say definitely, I don't know if you're a gardener or just
plant some seeds, whether it's seeds, physically or energetically.
So that Ace of Pentacles.
Definitely going to manifest something important. So I'm excited. Thank you, Cindy. And hello, Megan. Thanks for tuning in. All right, guys. I think we can squeeze in one more reading before we take a quick little break. But go ahead and keep sharing and comment that you shared so that way we can enter you to win this awesome prize. Oh, actually, I'll give you another sneak peek. It's a shiny mushroom. I'll show it up close in a little bit, but it's so pretty. I know. Cute. That bowl makes me drool every time I walk by it. Oh my gosh, Christine, I'm sorry to hear that you've been going through that. Oh, well, we're sending you the good vibes. Whether you get through for a reading or not, we are sending prayers and positive energy, and you will have to fill me in. I hope everything goes nice and smooth and quick recovery for you. Care Bear stare. Everyone watching at home, let's send some good energy to Christine. Vibes. She is a fighter for sure. Yeah. All right. So why don't you go ahead, Diane, pull another.
I just want to say thank you, everybody, for your patience because I've never been on camera before, and I was very nervous.
Tell her how awesome she's doing. Like, you're great.
Thank you.
Once that channel's open, that's, the spirit takes over.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, and so that message of planting seeds is for you just as much. And everyone listening, this is a great time for planting seeds. If you have my favorite crystal for planting seeds is flower agate because it has these beautiful like little blooms of flowers all over it naturally. So I like holding that and setting my intentions of like visualizing my intentions as seeds that I'm planting into the stone, and it helps them to bloom. You're doing great. Everyone agrees.
Thank you.
All right, get those typers ready.
Thank you for the love. Did you?
Yeah.
161.
161. 161 is the next code for the next reading. And then we'll let Diane talk a little bit more, and then we could probably squeeze in another reading or two. Chris Ellen says you're a natural on camera. See? You are. You need the Diana show.
I was contemplating doing some live shows, and Krissy invited me on here, and I was thankful because I said, well, see how I do.
Right. So and
get over the camera shy.
She's tagged, Souljourn Musings is tagged in the description of the video and the podcast. So give her a follow on Facebook if you're on there, because maybe we can encourage her to start doing some readings for us on there too.
I would love if you guys want to do readings. I would love to do that, like on a Friday night or something. Just open it up.
Heck yeah, girl. Do it. Yeah. All right. So Kaylee Cook, I saw you come through first. Let me know if you have a specific question, if you just want to go with the flow. Oh, love it.
Who was the person?
Kaylee.
Kaylee Cook. Do you have a question, Kaylee, or you just whatever? General?
We'll see. That lag is going to keep us in suspense.
Oh, that's
but we'll still connect in, and we'll get you your message either way. Wow. All the spirit teams coming through tonight, too.
It's a Page of Wands.
She's going with the flow, so perfect.
Stay away from that guy. He's a player.
Oh my gosh.
If there's a guy that's talking to you, just look for don't put the red flags down if they go up. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it's okay to have some fun, but just be on guard.
I love having another tarot reader because we have such different messages for that card.
Oh, really?
But I love that you're pulling in the energy of the personality of the person that might, because that definitely, like the Wands guys are like that BDE, if you know what I'm talking about, the code word.
Exactly.
For sure.
It's like, I mean,
they'll spark some fire, but
let them look at
they're a little over
all that
exciting.
New growth, all that exciting energy.
But also, one thing with the Page of Wands is it's all about new beginnings. Those pages, so there's a new beginning around you, and maybe if there is that kind of energy around you, it could be a distraction because the Wands is our ideas and our projects and our goals, and really letting that wand shine, so that way, whatever this new beginning and this direction is that's calling you, you don't get too distracted, and you can stay focused and step out of your comfort zone a little. So again, for you, plant those seeds of what you want to bring to fruition, whatever this project is that you're working on. It's really good to try to stay focused, but also look at all your opportunities, pull yourself out of the comfort zone. It's like taking those first baby steps again. And I love that little spiciness that Diana added to the card.
I mean, and there's salamanders. It's fire energy, basically. It's growth. It's new beginnings. It's, like you said, we were just planting the seeds for the garden, and now the plants have come up. It's that new growth, those little buds, and now we're seeing even more growth.
Right.
But and I think about it too as a message of growth. There might be, a page is a messenger, so to speak. So there might be someone you're gonna get a message or an email.
Right.
That's something that's gonna help you with your growth.
When those pages come up, be open to somebody sending you a message. It's exciting. Are you gonna pull a rune too?
I should have brought. I'm just gonna leave them on the table.
Well, you pick. You got it. There we go. Let her go.
Kenaz, need fire. Again, the fire.
Wow.
The energy.
What sign are you, Kaylee? There's got to be some fire around you.
I mean, Kenaz. Excuse me, Kenaz. It could be a Leo, Sagittarius,
Aries, Leo, Sag.
Yeah. Oh well, and
she's Scorpio.
Oh.
So maybe you need to spark the fire.
Well, yeah, if you have a lot of water, you need some fire. You might need a little bit of energy to balance out sometimes, because water is good and all that, but sometimes if there's too much water,
put the fire out.
Right, put the fire out.
It's funny because
dampen.
Right, we're supposed to have a bonfire on Sunday here, which you're all invited. If you're local, come to the big drum circle bonfire out back. But it's looking like it might rain in the forecast. So, Kaylee, I'm going to need you to hold that water back for us so we can all be around the fire.
Can we do a drum circle inside? If
we sure can. We just won't have the fire element. But
I'm bringing my djembes.
Bring, yes. Yeah. We'll still bring it just in case. Maybe we'll have a cleansing circle out in the rain.
There you go.
But just to add to your message, Kaylee, here is the... Whoa. Truth card came out from the Sacred Destiny, and funny, see, Diana gave you the cold hard truth about whatever that that Page of Wands might be bringing in. But let's talk a little bit about the truth.
And sometimes there's forces out there when you are having new beginnings and you're going forward, that there's forces that want to distract you. And, that type of guy will definitely...
It's part of the lesson.
Yeah.
And sometimes we do go off course a little bit here and there, and it's okay. Again, part of the lesson.
Right.
Keep your eye on the prize. You'll get there faster, but, you take the little detours you're meant to, for sure. So the truth card tells you, the card is called Song of the Wind. Sorry, it's a little blurry, but wind is in the realm of the air elements. So now you got water, fire, and air coming. Air takes form in the oxygen we breathe, as well as in breezes and zephyrs. It also represents our communication skills. When we speak, it is the air that passes through our mouths that allows us to speak and communicate. Wind is also prana, the source of life. As you communicate your truth to yourself and others, you'll find new energy and vitality emerging within your life. So this card wants you to know to be honest with yourself and speak from your heart. Find your truth. Listen for what is sincere and honest in others. One of the most difficult things to know is what's true for you and what isn't. Sometimes it takes sincere silence to find your inner voice of truth, but once you find it, let go of anything in your life that isn't authentic. Share your truth with others. Release relationships in which you can't be yourself and can't be real. Being genuine can allow your spirit to fly and the song of your soul to be heard in the universe.
I love that.
I was blurry that whole time, but you got the message. You weren't meant to see.
No, that's great because it's true. Again, with the distractions, and we get caught up in being what we think somebody else, or being something for someone else and not being true to ourselves and getting distracted. I've done it myself. I had spirit had a talk with me, like, what are you doing? You have all these gifts and you're getting distracted with other things that are not beneficial to you.
Right.
Keeping focused.
Whatever this new beginning that's calling you, whatever this path is, it definitely wants you to speak up, be true to yourself, be authentic, and don't let anybody dim your shine. Sometimes it's ourselves. I know Scorpios, you guys can really get in your heads and go deep in the emotions. You're so intuitive and so empathic. You feel everything from everybody, and it can kind of throw you off course too. So sometimes it might not be the BDE coming from somebody else in your life. It might be your own self just kind of throwing you off, but just stay true, follow that higher calling, and you got big things coming. You're just at the very beginning when that page comes out. So trust the path ahead.
And I got the message, should be doing protective measures. Do you do anything to protect? Do you ground? Do you center? Do you have a certain crystal that you carry or something just to have a little extra help?
Yes.
with protection.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I can't recommend the dark crystals, tourmaline, smoky, obsidian, hematite, terahertz. Any of those are awesome for that very protective energy.
I just got this. I love this ring. It's a hematite ring.
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous.
I love it. The energy's amazing, and I
powerful.
Nice little
sure.
protective thing. That you have. You can wear. I have all my jewelry is crystals.
Right. Right, and they're all like with intention. Where it's like a wearable grid.
Yeah.
Awesome. And she said she does. Perfect. So
Perfect.
Make sure you keep them on you.
Yeah.
I love it. So
glad my King of Swords is reduced to a page. I love it, and yeah, you've had quite a journey. You and I both. And we're strong, though. We're strong women, and exactly, that's like slaying the dragons in your life.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, she wears a hematite ring and bracelet.
Oh,
so that's
there you go.
You guys are connected. I love it.
I had it on yesterday. I'm like, where?
I think I have one bead.
My granddaughter made this bracelet for me, and so I had to.
Oh my God, how cute!
This is Grandma and love you.
I love it.
Her first beaded bracelet that she made.
So guys, I'm going to let Diana talk a little bit more for a few minutes, and then we'll do a few more readings. But I just wanted to show you one more time another sneak peek. So in this bag, we also, wow, she really hooked you up. So the palm stone, beautiful Amazonite. There is also, wait, quick, beep, boop, and you'll have to stay tuned to see what these are. We'll show that at the end, but it's a really cool thing, kind of similar to what Diana's doing over here. So share the video. This is a good time while Diana's talking, and I can pay attention and write your names down. Share, comment that you shared. There's still not too many names in here, so you have a great chance of winning, and we'll pick a winner in less, like almost 15 minutes. So we're winding down the show. Lisa G, thank you for sharing. And so why don't you tell them, Diana, what you have going on, where they can find you, what events, how if they want to book anything with you, your one-on-one offerings.
The only book event I have scheduled now is here, actually, June 8th. That's a Saturday. I'll be here at Venus Moon doing readings. But I also, for parties, if you can message me on Souljourn Musings, I'm pretty sure my phone number's on there too.
And when you say parties, you mean like grab the friends, like have some snacks. Yeah. Diana will do some tarot cards for everybody. Like how freaking fun is that?
Oh, we had so much fun. My daughter she had a birthday party for my other daughter, and so it was like a girls' night at her house. And like you said, we had snacks, and I just took a corner of the table and was doing readings, and we just had so much fun. Just having a good time, like you said, hanging out.
Like imagine like you're having a barbecue and then have a tarot reader there in the summer.
And I have a tent. I have an awesome tent that I set up.
She has a beautiful setup actually, because you're at a few of our events, and it's always pretty. Also, if you guys want in the fall readers, this is the time to book it now, because we get so crazy in like October season. If you're still doing parties, then I recommend reaching out to people ahead of time.
And I also do one-on-one, private, if depending on the comfort level. Some people come to my house, or I go to their house. I've met people in parks.
I love that.
Well, that's great because you're out in nature. You're on,
right.
A big table with a tray, and
as long as the cards don't blow all around. That's happened to me before.
Yeah, right. Oh, when I would do shows and it was really windy before I got my tent, I had to bring bigger crystals to put on the cards because I was in a cornfield, and the cards were just blowing down the rows in the cornfield.
And do you offer any type of online readings for the people that aren't local?
Well, I'm thinking that I should start doing that, because I know with everybody's schedules and distances and all that, and this is part of it, getting used to being on the camera and getting over the shyness.
Right.
And having said that, there is something that I did get spirits nagging me to bring this up.
Please, yes.
I used to hide what I was. I didn't fully understand it myself, and then fear of judgment, worrying about what people say. I came out of the quote broom closet a few years back. I started doing readings. I started being more visible about what I do on my page. And what I found out is it's been amazing how many people are supportive of me. People that I thought would never talk to me again, that would judge me, have been supportive. It's just so much love. And it really taught me that, you can't let, we were saying about the swords, with your mind and your fears, the chains, the holding the chain. you had to remove your chains. And it's never going to be as bad as you think it's going to be. Our minds are our own worst enemies sometimes, and just trust that it's going to be okay. If there's something you want to do and you're afraid to do it because you're afraid that people aren't going to understand, it's what's nice now too is things are more mainstream,
right,
with the spiritual community. There's just so much going on and so many opportunities now, and it's so much more accepted with sound bowl healings and crystals and tarot.
You could always find a tribe,
this.
a community, someone to understand and be open to it.
I mean, when I was first starting doing all those years ago, like I said, there was a lady all the way over here and there was somebody over there. Oh, and I met this really cool guy at the Renaissance Fair, and he read my cards. And I went back trying to find him. I could never find him again. And he had a wolf.
Ooh.
And I'm telling you, this guy was a mage or a wizard or something. And he spent an hour and he's like, I sense something spiritual about you. Do you know what I mean? And I'm giving this, I realize now this silly answer I get because I didn't know, I'm like, oh, well, da, 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 da. And he was probably just, he knew more than I knew at that point, but I just wasn't there yet.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think back to how the universe put these people in my life. Like I got guidance from the shamanic priestess. Just a little bit more information, how to pick a crystal, how to hold your hand over and feel the vibe of the crystal and trust that. And it goes all of it, bottom line is trust yourself.
Hell yeah. Amen to
listen to that inner voice. Don't ignore it. That's when you get in trouble. As I call them the nudges. If I ignore a nudge, I'm gonna pay for it. So and just trust. It'll be all right. It always works out. It's always gonna work out.
Beautiful. Yes. And don't listen to the naysayers because they don't matter on this path. They're part of the path just as much for a reason. We don't have to worry about judgment. So, anything else you want to add? Anything we forgot? Do you do Reiki sessions too?
No, I haven't been, but I'm like, why not? Why am I not doing that?
You know what? Seriously.
and I mean, when I've done healings, people have liked it, and just something. I'm going to start adding that, I think, to my arsenal. It's funny that you said that because I was thinking about throwing that on there.
I love it.
Just adding it. I mean, I do a lot. Herbs and. It's a rabbit hole, as I'm sure a lot of you know. You start with one thing, you go to the other, and then I said, let me rein it in. After I went, it was like a cafeteria. Let me take a little of this, a little of that. This resonates, that doesn't resonate. And then I said, all right, now it's time to hone these. Pick 2 or 3 things, hone those things, or that one thing. And tarot was mostly in the runes. But Reiki would definitely work in with that because I can do Reiki as part of, combine it.
All right, something to think about.
Yeah, that's something to think about, definitely.
I love it. So what do you think? You want to do one more reading?
Sure.
Maybe 2. We'll see how many. Oh, no, we're like 10 to 9. So I think we could squeeze one more person in. And thank you, Anne. I see your gratitude. Thank you. You being here means just as much.
Absolutely.
Supporting Diana on her first live and, just being here for us. It's so appreciated.
Thank you, everybody.
And
Laura, hi, Laura.
This is your chance to get the last few shares in because I'm not going to be writing down many more names after this. We're going to show the prize once we're done with the reading. So go ahead and pick a code. Again, get those typers ready. This might be the last one of the night unless we're really quick. We'll see.
Wait, is it 9999 or 6666?
9999 sounds good. That's what you said.
9999.
Yeah. 9 is the harmonizer energy.
369.
Who's it gonna be? All right, Danielle Hickey, you came through first.
That's my daughter, Danielle.
I was hoping one of your daughters would get through. I love it. Thank you for tuning in, Danielle.
Thank you, honey.
Is this more pressure or less pressure?
No, it's different. I don't think I've ever. Yeah, I think I did read for her before. Yeah, so my girls are early.
Awesome. Well, it's an honor to have your mama here and to get to pull a card for you. So go ahead, Danielle. Let us know if you have a specific question. Just want to go with the flow. See what your cards want to say.
Love you too.
And everyone else, if you're listening and you didn't get called tonight, go ahead and meditate along with us. Take some deep breaths. Think of your questions. And let's see if the message is going to be for you just as much. She's just going with the flow.
Going with the flow.
Easy.
All right. No pressure. She's getting married in October.
Congratulations. There are some new beginnings.
Oh, see?
Wow.
We were
Full circle.
Yes. 6 of Swords. So basically, this is symbolic of there were rough waters, and now you're going towards smooth waters, smooth sailing. Just you're not worrying anymore about things you used to worry about. A peace, calm, going to the new horizon, new home, new life. They just bought a home.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
She and Ron, my future son-in-law. So, new beginnings. And things are going to be calmer now.
One thing I always note with this card, like it's the 6 of Swords. Do you mind if I hold it
Sure.
closer? In the picture, the swords represent the challenges. So this card's telling you those challenges are always going to be a part of you. The things from the past, there's no saying like, oh, I'll wait till this is over, or I'll wait till this is healed, or, I got to release this. It's saying, no, you're going to throw all that junk in the boat with you and take it with you going forward. And if anything, those are new tools in the tool belt. They're going to help you because you're smarter because of them, or stronger, wiser, taught you important things, brought you important people. You're on the right path, and trust that, it is going to be smoother sailing. And also number 6 on this card is all about family and nurturing and the home. So I love that. That's really validating that that's the direction that you're meant to be focusing on right now. And the swords is connected to the element of air. So breath work is going to be really good for you if you feel your head starting to get tangled up or thinking too much about the swords. Yeah. They say your brain can't think of more than one thing at a time. So if you just go into your breath and just maybe picture breathing a triangle, in, out, hold, or square, in, hold, out, hold, takes you out. It distracts you away, and then your head's not going here. It's coming right back in, centering you. So breath work is going to be good for you. Just that element of air. Go outside and feel the wind blowing on you. It'll be very refreshing and cleansing.
And also, too, because you have that peace inside of you, as it shows when you do get these thoughts or these things that come up, you're able to handle them better, not react. Just to have clear thoughts and handle things from not a reactive place, right? Just clear thoughts and peace, that inner peace.
Because that energy that you put out is what you're going to attract back. So if you can kind of stay in that peace, zen energy, that's going to be, the smooth water will be nice and zen too. So I'm going to show you what my card says. And then if you want to add anything else to the message, I'll show you first. Reading.
I love when that happens. Synchronicities.
So your card is inner peace. And look, you got the 2 koi fish swimming around. Beautiful card.
Again,
beautiful
with the
message,
water.
right? Yeah. And we were laughing about the 6 of Swords too, because that one came out at the beginning, and your mom was saying that that's kind of been a pattern of life of that message coming through to her.
Oh, and by the way, I put the card away now. It's a mother and a child, and they're being ferried across the water. And I always took it to mean for me that it was, and I was a single mother raising Danielle during some rough times, and we left those rough waters behind. And she's been on that journey.
And now she's taking over
and
the
now
boat.
She's and that's like my grandson Victor. So it's like,
isn't
that's
that
beautiful.
Amazing? I love it.
That's beautiful. We're finally getting blessed.
Right. And we kept seeing the card at the beginning, and it came back at the end full circle.
I love it.
So inner peace, and maybe you'll have to have a pond at your new home, because this one's called Lily Pond. Simply sitting next to a lily pond, watching the dragonflies soar overhead, and looking at the luminous lily pads floating gently on the water, can fill one with a sense of profound and everlasting peace. Lilies grow in many countries and have been given a wide range of meanings. However, one enduring image of the lily is the notion that out of the darkness and mud arises a thing of immense beauty and grace. No matter how much darkness there has been in your life, you can rise into enlightenment and profound tranquility. So this card wants you to know that inner peace is your birthright. Tranquility occurs when you realize that your life is unfolding according to divine planning. Serenity isn't something that you have to work for or search for. It already exists within you. Literally just repeating your mother's words.
Isn't that something? I love it. I love it.
To find this inner peace, simplify your life, spend time in nature, and listen to the message of your soul. True peace transcends fear and connects you intimately to the Creator. Breathe deeply and fully, knowing that all is well. So they're telling you, again, breathe. Just take some breaths and trust the path, and it's all going to play out. And beautiful. What'd you get?
Dora says, oops.
Jumping. Aho, for sure.
And I'm sorry.
May I?
Excuse me. This is not Dora says. This is Wunjo. Wunjo is joy. Joy.
Perfect. Joy for you. What more needs to be said about joy? Follow the joy. Follow the bliss. Mm-hmm. Let that lead the path. And if something doesn't align with joy, maybe it doesn't need too much of your energy. Awesome. So hopefully that resonated with you. Danielle and anyone else that was listening, you know that message might have been for you just as much. Finding that inner peace and really moving on to the calmer waters. Taking the swords with you for the ride, because they're not going anywhere. We can do all the shadow work in the world, but they'll always be a part of us.
Too, that's also a reminder swords are mental as opposed to water, that it, especially rough waters, which is emotional, and to remind you to stay in the mental, to not allow your emotions to override you again with overreacting.
Yeah, that's actually always a thing I say is logic over emotions when I see the swords. Yeah. Like, that'll help you kind of cut what you need to.
Excuse me.
All right. So, how you guys feeling? Are we ready to see the rest of the prize and pull a winner? Do you need some water? You good?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So I'm still going to keep you in suspense of what's in this really cool package. But first, I'll show you the gift, and then we'll pick a winner. So first up, we have, who doesn't need some good fortune? You got incense cones to help bring in abundance, bring in your manifestations. This gorgeous Amazonite palm stone, also great for manifesting. New beginnings, intention setting, and very gentle heart healing stone.
Laura said clear the throat chakra.
Clear the throat, yeah. I love this little angel wing dish. You can put a sphere inside. You could throw your tumbles in. Like, perfect. Anything that jewelry dish. Really cute. The mushroom that you saw, but here you can see it up close. It's this like magenta with the aura coating on it. So it's super pretty. It's like that glowy vibe. Mm-hmm. Keeps going. Got a kyanite keychain. Sorry, the lighting is blowing it out, but you can kind of get an idea of that pretty blue blade crystal. And kyanite is one that never needs to be charged, never needs to be cleansed. It's almost like Reiki in a crystal. It's vibrates so high that it's constantly putting out this healing energy. So great for anyone to keep nearby. And if you are an energy worker that wins this, it's really good one for the energy. The Reiki people, it just amplifies the energy so much. So Diana also picked you some tumbles. Let's see what you got. Now, did you pick these with intention? Did you pick these because they look pretty? Like, what was your drawing to them? Did you pick them to go together or just kind of sporadic?
They were the ones that said pick me.
Okay.
I walked back and forth.
So these are meant specifically for whoever wins them.
It was just like a vibration. I felt a vibe.
I love it. Yeah. So to start off, going along with all that good luck energy, we got some green goldstone. Another great manifesting. It's like good luck in a crystal. This one looks like nephrite jade. Did you read the names when you were?
I should have written them down.
Nephrite jade, I'm pretty sure, is what this one is. Another green. So we got some of that heart chakra energy going along. Oh, you're stumping me with this one.
I should have paid more attention.
Got a mystery stone. It's not. It looks like a tiger's eye, but it's not. Maybe petrified wood because it's so heavy. We can, when the lights are on, we could do some research deeper into that. But it's very grounding stone.
Yeah, it called me. It definitely called. And like the way it was the indents.
Yeah, it's
for holding.
Great worry stone.
Yeah, I was just gonna say thank you. Worry. Mm-hmm.
We have a blue Dalmatian jasper, and this is all about loyalty and that support system. It's kind of like having a little dog in your pocket. Dogs are so supportive. And then last, some pretty amethyst. I actually just got this amethyst in, and you might have some good rainbows in here if it's the one I'm thinking of that I was playing with earlier. So what a pretty set. You got that grounding. The amethyst is great for third eye and focus. And lots of manifesting in there. Support. Awesome little set. And then the last thing that we kept you in suspense for, super cool. It comes from Goddess Provisions, and it's a charm casting set. So just like Diana was pulling her runes, it's a little bag full of charms. I love the sound. Ready? ASMR. And you have all kinds of little charms. You got the snake, dragon, scorpion, like antler.
Did I give that sun one back?
Batsy. I don't know. Did you?
I think I did.
Let's see. A spider web, a mermaid, like there's a moon. So cool. So you can, like Diana does, how she picks in or dumps, casts to dump them out and either pick the charm that calls you or just pull it out of the bag and see what comes out. And then there's a little guidebook. Oh, also, I didn't show you this part. There's a cloth to cast onto. So you lay the cloth down so that way you have somewhere to put them. And then little casting book, which tells you all the like what the charms mean. You have the icons. I think this is so cool. I wish I could carry it. Tons of different symbols in there. And then also tells you like if it's upside down, where it landed on the mat if you do cast it down. So super awesome set if you want to practice at home with doing some readings. Oh, and there's some in the bag as well. I don't sell these. This is Goddess Provisions, though. I get their monthly subscription box. I believe they sell it on their website. Super cool, though. I am going to ask them about wholesaling these because they're fun. But you know what it is? You can make your own because we know these bags. Venus Moon has them. You probably got them in your bracelets. These are just necklace charms.
Some charms and
you can get it on Amazon. The only thing is you won't have that guidebook. But if you have like a book of symbols, you can figure it out. So what do you guys think? That's a pretty awesome gift, I would say. All these things just for hanging out, just for sharing, just for watching. We appreciate you guys so much. I will put these away in a minute. And let's just, you ready? You want to pick a winner?
Okay.
So guys, I heard if you send extra hearts and thumbs up that you have a better chance of getting pulled. It's just, Spirit hears it. They feel the energy and your name will get picked. Lisa G, thank you for the stars. Oh my gosh, that's so generous. It's going to help Venus grow and expand. Appreciate it. Really fluff it up. Make sure that they're all mixed. All right, the charms are so cool. Let's see who gets them. And you guys also make sure you come by this weekend. Tomorrow we have the gem show set up still in the back. You can get the gem show prices before I get there and label them more expensive than what they are. You also can tune in tonight in a little bit. I'll be going live again to give you a table tour. Saturday we have Carrie Vulture Moon. Actually, she's in Saturday and Sunday doing her shamanic healings, readings, all kinds of good stuff. She's beautiful energy too. If you need smudging, cleansing, she's good to have. And then Jess is here on Saturday, Rose and Thorn Co. with her cute little gummy worm knits. And she's got her handmade skincare, all kinds of fun stuff. So come by Saturday, come by Sunday, and then Sunday night we're doing our tea party. It's Energetic Council, but everyone's welcome to join us. It starts at 3 o'clock. Come have some snacks, some tea. Diana's making sandwiches and spreads.
Tea sandwiches.
Right? So cute. And then at 4 o'clock, I'm going to lead a tea leaf reading class. So teach everyone how to, we had our sips and now we can flip the cup and see what messages that we get. So I'll kind of teach everyone how to do that. And everyone's going to get a free guide with all the symbols and what they mean. I put a lot of work into that. So I hope you guys join us. And then if the weather permits, or even if it doesn't, we'll just do it in here. But bring your drums if you have one, because we'll have a drum circle after just to kind of spark some fire, ignite some energy. You'll meet some really cool people. You definitely can RSVP, Alyssa. Send me a message or send Vulture Moon Shaman a message to RSVP. Otherwise, just be here. The shop is going to be open from 3 to 5. We close at 5, and that's when the drum circle will start because we don't want to be noisy while people are shopping. But yeah, the tea party will be going on. It's going to be super fun. So I hope you guys can join us. And yeah, I think there's so much cool stuff. Check out our schedule page. Make sure to visit Diana's Facebook page too. When we're done, go click her name in the description so you can give her a follow. She's just good vibes. And I've kept you guys in suspense long enough. Thanks, Scott. Yes, 12 to 5 on Sunday, 12 to 7 tomorrow and Saturday. If you want to give it one last mix, you can. But let's see. All right, throw those hearts up. Let's see who is it going to be. I hope you are still watching. Miss Magic Witch Balls. Amy, we'll give her 1 minute to comment and let us know that she's still here. Got to be here to get the prize.
Okay. Magic.
There's more than one Amy watching, so I was like, it'll be easier to just call her by her business. Come on. You would be so cool with these. You're here. So congratulations. We'll have these right. I think we have some bags from Scott for you. I think you might have 1 or 2 things here in baskets too. So I'll throw this in your basket. And I can't wait to see how you like your new casting charms. Thank you guys so much. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Diana.
Thank you.
What an honor. She got one last
I fell out. The Chariot.
The Chariot again. That was for everybody.
New journeys. New journeys.
Keep charging through.
Yeah. Keep going. Keep on keeping on.
Yay. I love it.
Thank you all so much for your patience and your kindness. And I think I will try and do this live.
Awesome.
On my own.
I love it.
Yeah. And like I said, you can message me if you want a reading as well. We can figure it out.
Support some local businesses and let Diana pull some cards for you, give you a message. You got the full moon coming up next week, so it's a great time for readings.
Nice.
And yeah, with that being said, we will say good night. Thank you everybody, so much.
Thank you.
And have an amazing weekend, or again, whenever you're tuning in. I hope your life is awesome. Be good to yourself. Bye.